I've decided to compile some comments and references that, for the sake of this series, I'll be referring to as the Reddit collection. My name's Kyle, and I should probably distance myself from this material, informing people that I'm not responsible for any of the things I'm gonna cover, but honestly, if you think I'm capable of all of the things I'm about to spew, then I admire you. Without further ado, let's proceed, in no particular order. There are a series of events that unfolded on Reddit that we affectionately refer to as the Broken Arms story. To be concise, a man informs Reddit that he's had a sexual relationship with his mother and implores us to ask him anything. His post reads, "When I was in my teens, I had a sexual relationship with my mother. I think that we would both characterize the experience as positive. Please feel free to ask anything, but I will not discuss anything that would reveal my identity. Recently, my mom and I spoke with a researcher that is studying examples of incest that were not traumatic. He is preparing a paper on the subject. I am not an advocate for incest. For whatever reason, it worked for us. Don't use my experience as a template. No, I won't use it at all. I am here to relate my experience, not debate incest as a subject. Here are a few frequently asked questions that people will probably ask. It started when I was 14. My mom was 37. I have an older sister that was unaware and not involved. My dad knew about it from the beginning and supported my mom's decision. It ended around college." Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you might imagine, whenever something gets posted to Reddit, it people make a mockery of it. Some of the top comments read, "Did she ever ask you while you were doing it, 'Remember when I could fit all of you inside me?' Ha ha ha. Achievement unlocked came from whence ye came." And of course, the mods going that they verified this. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, verifying with some fucking guy, like, "Yeah, fuck my mom, man. Fuck my mom." But look, that's not how it all started.
I thought it just ended in hand jobs. It actually escalated.
Well, let's get down into that since you're so curious. You know what I mean? I'm sure everyone's curious. The user Sick Pervert, I wish I could make this shit up, asks, "What did you guys do?" He asks a follow-up question. "Why was your father supportive?" He asks another follow-up question. "Why did this even happen?" And a follow-up to the follow-up of the follow-up. Why? Verified Son responds. Verified Son is a real user on Reddit, if anybody's interested. You can go check through his comment history. This guy frequently is still posting on Reddit right now and shows up as the butt of a joke whenever somebody mentions the Broken Arms incident. Sweet Jesus. He responds, "It started with her masturbating me." Yeah. Masturbate me, baby. Not mom. Excuse me. It started with her masturbating me. It progressed to her giving me oral, and eventually we had sex, made love. It was a slow progression. Now, man, there's some people getting pretty heated in the fucking comments. I honestly want to read that, but permit me to go off topic for a second here. Somebody's asking, how did that start? And somebody else is just like, this isn't an attack on OP. It is in fact, I think that OP is the victim of a terrible crime for which his mother should be charged. OP was 14 when this began and didn't know any better. His mother is unquestionably at fault. That, my friends, is bad parenting. This is part of the post directed to the replies with GIFs. Okay, look. This is enough, okay? Let's get down until I see the flash of this guy. Somebody asks, "Were you able to bring your mom to orgasm?" To which Verified Son responds, "Yes." Somebody says, "I fold." Bye, everybody. Jesus Christ. "Were you ever attracted to your sister?" "Yes, but not overly." Look, man, there's one post that I'm looking for specifically. "Why would your father support his wife's decision to sleep with his son?" "Well, they're both pretty sexually adventurous and open-minded," says Verified Son. Huh.
Indeed.
"My monkey No, no, it says MKY Monkey. Yeah, it's not as funny as that. MKY Monkey asks, number one, how was the first time you had sex with her? I mean, full-on intercourse. Number two, do you remember what was going through your mind? Number three, how did she react afterwards? I mean, did she just leave your room and go to the bedroom with your dad? Number four, what was it like at breakfast the next day? Did you guys talk about it? You say it was clinical. Did she walk you through things? Did she teach you how to do certain maneuvers? Number six, have you ever told your sister? I think you're gonna say no, as you haven't told the woman you plan to marry. Oh, the plot thickens. He must have had a fiance at the time of telling Reddit all about this, but has no intentions of telling her that he was gonna, he fucked his mom. This is very interesting to me, and of course repulsive, as I cannot imagine ever doing that with my mother, nor have my wife do that with my child. But I'm very curious, would love to know the thoughts that were going through your head. Incest is one thing people just do not volunteer. Even though you're remaining anonymous, I applaud you in your efforts in trying to shed some light for the rest of us. Verified Son responds, well, the first time we had intercourse, I was lying in bed getting oral from her. In the middle of it, she stopped, climbed up on my body, pulled her panties aside, and sat on me. She was wearing a long t-shirt. She told me not to come, and she rode me for about a minute and came. Welcome to the Kyle channel. I'm kidding. She then finished me with her mouth, and my head was spinning. Sometimes it was discussed at the table, but not with my dad around. I would never tell anyone I know. Well, that's enough internet for today, says one person in response to all of this. Oh my god. Another person asks, is your mom hot? Yes, she is attractive. I consider myself pretty lucky. My god.
Jesus Christ.
It goes on. Somebody else says, were you in a sexual relationship with your girlfriend while you were doing your mom? And he says, yes, I wore a condom with my girlfriend.
Oh.
But
Wait, so not with his mom?
You damn right.
Oh.
You damn right, but not with his mom. Oh shit. And somebody said, I feel sorry for that girlfriend. Now, check it out. Who started the interactions? Was your dad ever present? Verified Son responds, well, without giving away too much info, I was injured in an accident at 14 and incapacitated. This is where the broken arms, moniker comes from. I went from masturbating 2 times a day to 0. After 2 weeks, I was frustrated and took it out on my parents. My mom and dad knew what was up and talked about my mom helping me masturbate. Huh. They approached me one afternoon, and when my mom said, I know you're frustrated and why you are frustrated. Would you like some help masturbating? Man, my cock is pretty big usually, man, but this has given me full limp. Sorry. I know people probably don't want to hear that, but think like guys probably want to hear this. Like, yo, how limp are you right now, dude? Like, we're all really, really fucking limp right now. It's not like, it'd be one thing if it was just like the biggest, most big titty cousin you've ever seen in your life, and like maybe he didn't know it was his cousin or something, but this is your fucking mom, dude. Full on limp going on in my pants right now. Look, blood was rushing in my ears, and I said yes, but I really didn't know if she meant what I thought she meant. I was excited and confused. She said that she would take care of me when I went to bed, hours away. Holy fuck. Somebody says my penis is so confused right now, not sure if I should feel turned on or disgusted. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I had to say what I just said, because as a man, it's like, dude, we're talking about like sexual things, getting hand jobs and oral, you know what I mean? But my cock is just like, nah, dude, that doesn't do this, does nothing for me. And it's because, like, holy shit. Ugh, my god. My god. So somebody says, so you were incapacitated when this started. Was this permanent? Like, were you quadriplegic or something, or was it just temporary? If it was temporary, did the relationship extend beyond you being unable to take care of business? Yes, it was temporary during that time. I was not sure if her masturbating me would continue once I recovered. It did. It continued and progressed. Okay? Verified Son says, over the years, my dad has seen us together, but never watched, per se.
So just walked in on stuff?
Probably walked by, okay?
Oof.
Here are a whole bunch of questions. Did you ever kiss? Was anything clearly off limits? How did your relationship with your mom change through those years? Did you still respect her authority as much? Did you keep seeing her as your mother, or did she become more of a sexual partner? Any jealousy issues when you started dating? Well, how were interactions with your dad and your sister? Did it feel different to deal with them? What's your favorite and least favorite memory of your sexual relationship with your mother? Oh, what was your favorite sexual positions? Did you perform oral sex on her? Did anything feel weird? Did anything particularly turn you on, excite you more than other things? Were there sexual dealings limited, confined to a specific place, your room, for example? Or were you active in different places in the house? Was there any close calls in which you felt like by her, or did anything sexual you shouldn't have in public or with other people nearby? Was there any romance going on, like dates, watching movies together, or anything like that, that went beyond something purely sexual? And finally, did your sexual experience with her change the gifts you gave to each other for birthdays, Christmas, Valentine's Days, and the like? Did you ever give each other's clothes while thinking about removing them? Or underwear that you knew you'd both like? Who the fuck thought up this fucking... These are very specific questions. Verified Son responds. We had kissed when orgasming, but it was weird and it rarely happened. Yes, we respected her authority. She never rewarded or threatened sex. No jealousy from her. It happened in my room and her room. No close calls, no dates, and no special presents. Somebody says no dates, so it's like a mom with benefits. A lot of people would delete it like Reddit's in here. And it's like, dude, was this the reason they deleted it? Some people can't take the responses that are going to come with like posts like this. Look, man, all I can say is fuck me, man. Fuck me. I may be ready to get off this Reddit collection. I may be ready to get off. We had kissed when orgasming, but it rarely happened. This is an exclusively sexual relationship. And, you know, to be honest, I bet you there are other women that are parents, you know, that... Well, again, it's weird. It's like typically the man is the one who wants sex and the mom doesn't. So I can see how, like, if it were a relationship going on between a dad and a daughter, how the daughter would be available when the mom isn't. But I can't imagine the dad not being available for sex, and I guess this is a specific situation or something. Not that Kyle condones.
But
what?
there would be no gateway for this kind of relationship to escalate for a dad and a daughter, considering there's no clinical need for masturbation for most girls. I mean, really. I don't see this situation working switched and justifying that this was this was an unharmful relationship for either party.
Some people really asking some gross ass questions in here. Did your mom swallow when giving head? Yes, swallowed. Somebody saying, what's her nearest celeb look-alike, and that he's not saying the celeb. Most people are naturally repulsed at any sexual thoughts about family members. Even at 14, I think I would have vomited at the thought of any sexual involving my mother. Why do you think you were not repulsed? He asks. How did you progress into full sex with her? What do you think your mother got out of this? He says, I was always attracted to her, even before it started. It progressed slowly, hand jobs to about a year, then oral on me for a year, then sex. I was almost 17 when we first had sex. I didn't see her naked until we started having full sex. I know that it excited her, and she loved the interaction as much as me. Somebody asked that moment right before you fucked your mom. What the fuck? What the fuck? I think this is enough. Have you ever considered having sex for old time's sake? No, I don't think that either of us is interested. Great memories. That is about it. It's sort of like being good friends with an ex-girlfriend, like a good mother.
Oh my god.
Oral is...
No.
Look, even though there was passion before, it fades, and you don't think about sex. Ah, the old ex-mom friendship. Mom zone.
Jesus Christ.
I was mom zoned when I was born. It still hurts, man. Oh my god. How did the researcher find you? I'm sure it's just Quagmire from Family Guy talking about I'm gonna need a little bit of pictures in my inbox, giggity. And that made you decide to be involved in his work. Well, I was aware of some of his work, so he was on my radar. And then I saw a notice online that he was looking for people in my situation. Have you been a virgin when this thing started? That's not English. English harder, Dopey King. Was your mom your first sexual experience? Have you learned things from that relationship that help you satisfy your significant other and partner? And Verified Son responds, yes, yes, and yes. The idea that you learned how to satisfy your partner from being with your mom is something that I can't wrap my head around. So here we go. Can you give us some details on the social context? What kind of subculture are your parents coming from? If you can characterize it, that is, what's your ethnic background, your country, your religion, if any, economic class? How is it this...
He's not going to answer a lot of these.
He is. How is this not statutory rape, by the way? I am not criticizing, just want to know the legal aspect of this. Given all the fuss about Oedipus complex, how is it that you and your dad were so comfortable with this? Freud may not be right the way he formulated the theory, but there is something there on these lines in human nature. Have you had sexual relationship with any other member of your family, close or otherwise? Do you feel that it has all been positive? Has it confused any other aspect of your personality, relationship with adults or girls your own age? He says that he's white. Thank God. Okay, that's it. That's in your house. All right.
What do you mean my house?
We
I'm not white.
We don't know shit about that. Okay. I love it when people are gonna listen to this and be all like, I know it with Kyle, but I don't know. Maybe he's tricking me. Educated. Okay, good. There you go. Upper middle class, USA. God damn. Number 2, I guess on paper it is statutory rape, but I like to think that I gave consent at 14. I don't regret it. Number 3, my dad's fine with it. No elaboration. Number 4, nope, just my mom. Okay. Number 5, I think that it was as positive as it could be. Certainly I was like the other kids my age at the time, acting out, fighting with parents, but the relationship never got in the way. Sex was also never used as a reward, it just happened. He seems like he's been trained to say that. It was never a reward, it was never a punishment.
Damn it, son. These grades are unacceptable. You better get in your fucking room right now. I'm gonna show you something. I hope you like it. No, Mom, no. Oh, no, Mom.
I like how you said we were done here like 5 minutes ago.
I am fascinated. Kill me. Where does your mom rank on the best time I've had in bed? Fall. Ha ha ha. Good question. It is right up there probably, because I was young and excited for anything I could get. Also, because of the nature of our relationship, multiply it by 100. It was a safe, secure, loving relationship. Plus, she is talented.
Ooh. Kill me, Kyle. How do you mix maternal with sexual? I don't understand it at all. I know it could be like a sexual kink, a fantasy for some grown adults, but actually experiencing it firsthand is just fucking horrifying to think about.
Well, he couldn't experience it with his broken hands, so his mom's hand was what he had to experience or weird. Was there a fear that your sister would find out? There was at first, but we were careful. She left for college pretty soon after it started, so that made it a little easier. Hey guys in the comment section, are you fucking your parents? Let me know by leaving a comment. And
Don't fuck your mom.
If you would fuck your mom, I'm not gonna tell you not what to do. But I'll tell you what, man. I know if some of the people listening to this, I know you're fucking your mom, and I'll tell everybody, unless you find that PayPal. Isn't there supposed to be like a link on screen for that PayPal?
Yeah, there is.
Where is it? Wait, no. Let me lift it to the top. There it is. You see what I'm talking about? You better monkey the pickle dribbles on that PayPal, or it's getting. Everybody's gonna know. Is that what you want?
What I'm expecting mostly is people saying, "I got off to this. I managed to." Nothing phases me anymore.
Don't take away their totally edgy and amazing comment that they were gonna make. I still found a way to get off to it in Kyle's voice. Well, if you found a way to get off to this video, by I guess listening to my voice and not what I was talking about, let me know in the comment section. that gif is just like dry heaving. Yes. So everybody have a good day. The broken arm story. My God.